I've ever been on with you. And I have to tell you something. I was experiencing really bad pain last year in my lower back. And a friend of mine gave me this cream. And they said to me, this is Whoopi's. And I'm like, what do you mean this is Whoopi's? And I have it. I think I have like that left. I think it's almost finished. That cream really saved me. It took away my pain. And this is part of your CBD medical marijuana. How is that going?
Well,
that's the thing right now, isn't it?
It's a great thing. Listen, that company, Whoopi and Maya, is no longer together. I'm working with a different group now called Tikun, Tikun, and they're out of Israel, which in Israel, they have no problems doing the investigation, learning about THC and learning about CBD, so it's a whole thing. They are on par with Whoopi and Maya, and maybe a little bit better. I really love them, and so what I'm going to do when we're done, you're going to give me a way to send something to you, and I'm going to send you something new to try, because I think I use this every day, and you can't smell it. It's brilliant. It's called Tikun, Tikun.
I mean, really, I was just like, that's not going to work, because I'm not into taking the painkillers, and it's never been my thing. Yeah. They're like, try this, Naomi. It's going to help your pain. It really did.
I'm so glad.
I mean, so it's the natural way. It's the natural way.
Well, tell me why we are still having to find things to take that will work. Because I tell you, if guys had the kind of cramps that we have, there'd be something. There'd be no problem. There'd be no problem.
They couldn't handle the cramps that we get.
But we have Midol and we have Pamprin, and Midol is from the late 1800s or the early 1900s. I'm sorry. Pamprin is from the 60s. There has been nothing else in between that. You can take ibuprofen, but nothing that anyone has made that says, listen, use this. Because, when you're 12, if you get your period, what can you take if you have cramps? There's nothing out there. So that's
nothing out there.
We wanted to create the rub for Whoopi and Maya. And it's why I want to work with Tikun, because what they've done is they have put all the information that you need to have. And, little girls need to have stuff in their bags should it happen at school. And
no doubt. But have you seen the rise? Have you seen the rise during this pandemic and this time of where mental health has definitely become a big issue?
Right.
And was existing before, obviously, but now this has obviously affected a lot of people mentally. Has your product, have you seen a lot of people turn into CBD, THC to get through this time?
Some, but not all. I think most people are really looking, there are people who are weed heads, I was a weed head. But the older I got, I started recognizing that this was better just for my well-being in terms of working on my back problems, working on muscle issues. And so for me, I want it as medicine for as many people as who can use it, because it doesn't work on everybody. Yeah. But all those people who don't want to get high, who just want the pain to stop, this is a really good way to go. And CBD, everybody needs to be very careful about CBD, because there's a lot of crap out there. And what you should know is CBD doesn't really work without at least the hint, just like less than a drop of THC. It has to have a drop of it in order to be effective in terms of pain. Most people now have a placebo effect, but it's not really working. It's not really working on pain. So, and when you do it and you mix it correctly, you don't get high. It's CBD mixed the correct way.
It balances out.
It really is helpful because it becomes more CBD than THC. But you must have both. But listen, again, it doesn't work on everybody, but for those of you who have chronic pain, those of you who are looking for some way just on a daily basis, I'm telling you, if you're in California, there are so many great things on the market, and I'm
Yeah,
recommending
there are.
Tikun, Tikun, because I swear by it.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure I connect with you.
Yes, please.
Because